June 5, 1968, a night that would forever alter the course of American history. Robert F. Kennedy, fresh from a hard-fought victory in the California Democratic presidential primary, stood on the cusp of potentially changing the nation. But fate, and a single devastating act, had other plans. Moments after his victory speech in the Ambassador Hotel's ballroom, Kennedy, guided by campaign aide Fred Dutton, chose to exit through the hotel's kitchen, a decision that would prove tragically fateful. Rather than facing the throng of press, they opted for a shortcut. Accompanied by a large entourage, they entered the bustling kitchen and then the adjoining pantry. It was shortly after midnight. In the crowded pantry, a lone figure waited. Sirhan, armed with a .22 caliber revolver, opened fire. Chaos erupted. Kennedy was mortally wounded. 5 others were also struck as Sirhan was wrestled to the ground by a chaotic mix of hotel staff and bystanders, including maître d'hôtel Carl Uecker and former NFL player Roosevelt Greer. Sirhan's 8 shots echoed through the pantry, some striking their intended targets, others penetrating the ceiling and surrounding structures. The immediate aftermath was a scene of pandemonium. Police from the Rampart Division of the LAPD arrived quickly, but were overwhelmed by the sheer number of people present, over 200 in the ballroom and surrounding areas. Sirhan was taken into custody, and ambulances rushed Kennedy and the other wounded to Los Angeles Central Receiving Hospital. In the confusion, officers were only able to gather limited statements. Detective Chief Robert Houghton, initially unaware of the shooting, later ordered the investigation transferred to the LAPD's Parker Center. By sunrise, the crime scene was heavily contaminated. The pantry was inspected, revealing bullet holes in the ceiling and the swinging doors that connected to the kitchen. These doors, crucial evidence, were removed and taken to Parker Center. Sirhan, refusing to cooperate, remained silent about his identity. However, his possession of cash, a car key, and a newspaper clipping advertising the Kennedy rally provided crucial clues. He was later identified by his brother, and the discovery of his 1956 DeSoto confirmed his identity. A search of Sirhan's home revealed his handwritten journal, filled with chilling entries detailing his intent to kill RFK. He was motivated by the anniversary of the Six-Day War and Kennedy's support for Israel. The .22 revolver used in the shooting was also recovered. As the investigation deepened, witnesses like Sandra Serrano came forward, describing seeing a mysterious trio, a man in a gold jacket and a woman in a polka dot dress, flee the scene, with the woman reportedly saying, "We shot him." Another point of interest was Thane Eugene Caesar, an armed security guard who was present during the shooting. Witnesses placed Caesar near Kennedy as the shots were fired, and he owned a .22 caliber pistol. However, he was not thoroughly investigated, and his gun was never properly examined. Multiple witnesses confirmed that Sirhan fired from the front, but the autopsy, conducted by Dr. Thomas Noguchi, revealed that Kennedy was shot 4 times from behind. The fatal shot was fired at close range, but the recovered bullet fragments were too damaged to be matched to Sirhan's gun. Crucially, the distance of the fatal shot was contested, and the number of shots fired remained a point of debate. Robert F. Kennedy died at 1:44 a.m. on June 6, 1968. Sirhan was arrested, tried, and convicted of first-degree murder. Despite his claims of amnesia and request to be executed, he was sentenced to life in prison. Today, at 81 years old, Sirhan remains incarcerated at the Donovan Correctional Facility. Though he has been granted parole multiple times, each decision has been overturned by the governor of California. The assassination of Robert F. Kennedy remains a complex and controversial chapter in American history, raising questions that continue to resonate to this day.